A pantheon is a temple for all of the gods. It was the Emperor Hadrian who ordered the construction of this temple in the year 118. It was built to replace an older temple with the same name and purpose that had been ravaged by fire. One pantheon to replace another. This pantheon was first inhabited by statues of the Roman gods, many of whom were themselves synthesized with their Greek counterparts and adapted to Roman tastes. Old stories rewritten for a new age and a new people in a new place. The gods of conquered lands imported and integrated. The varied cults of immigrants and assimilated allies. Today, this pantheon, the Pantheon, is a Catholic church decorated with images of Christ, the Madonna, angels, and saints. One pantheon to replace another. Gods of the zeitgeist. They come and go, reshaped, renamed, and reimagined. Always an echo of something older and at the same time, the manifestation of a living people's character and their ideals projected upward onto the heavens. Prayers sent like signals in the sky to some superhuman superhero who is somehow also something like them and perhaps also something like us. But not quite. The gods of men represent who they imagine themselves to be, and who they want to be, and how they want to be. Like us, but bigger and better. This pantheon was built for all the Roman gods, but after 2,000 years, this structure also endures as a symbol of the instinct in man to create and revere gods, to kneel and tremble before them, to make offerings and sacrifices to them, and not only of blood and wine, but also of agency. That's one of the advantages of the religious mindset, the ability to give it to God or the gods, to do everything that you can and just hand it off to the divine, to fate. That's what we all end up doing anyway. At some point, everything's out of our hands. If all the gods represented the spirits of ages and peoples, it seems to me that the spirit, or perhaps even the fate of our age, is to see all the gods. All the gods of men, the gods of every place and every age, spread out before us like so many action figures, wielding thunderbolts and hammers, tridents and clubs, some wearing the heads of animals, others wearing robes, sitting on thrones. Even abstract concepts represented by unspeakable words. We can see all of the gods and all of their stories, told and retold, with new names in new places. We can see how one god became another, and how the bright and benevolent gods of one people became demons to their enemies. The sight of all the gods, spread out over time and space, makes some men despair, makes them feel like everything is and always has been a lie. Some of them become smug and nihilistic. Others try to forget, try to unsee all that men have seen, to pick one God or system of gods from man's vast pantheon, for reasons that are sometimes aesthetic, but more often pragmatic. To pick a God and call that the truth. To tell themselves a noble lie that puts the world in order and makes everything make sense. They aren't the first, and they won't be the last. But to me, the understanding that all the gods are the creations of men, shaped from the clay of what they know and brought to life by what they dream, by who they want to be and how they want to be. This opens up endless possibilities and opportunities for creation. To begin with what we know, to look out over man's vast pantheon and decide what gods we need right now. Decide who we want to be and how we want to be. And give shape to the gods of the future.